Okay, welcome back to StruCalc. We're doing an overview video of links, and this is going to be a short video. We're just going to show some of the capabilities of a more connected system, something with a little bit more design to it. I'm going to design a ridge beam with the beginnings of a gable wall on one end of it. You could actually build the entire gable wall if you wanted to. But I'll open up this ridge beam. And so when you're making links, primarily just remember you got support A, support B. Our default axis is always Y positive into the screen, X positive to the right, and Z goes up and down. That's our 3D axis. It's universal. So left to right. That doesn't mean you can't spin it around and design right to left if you want, but that's the default. So most of the time when I'm working on things, I'm using that here. I also always go back into elevation view and work from here. That does help quite a bit for coming from the 2D over to the 3D. Also, I use it for verification sometimes when I'm doing 3D purposes, just to pop over. So here we are. This is a ridge beam. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a flush-mounted gable rafter this way and one this way. Then we could drop it down to a gable, sorry, not a gable, but a stud wall, and build out the jack studs. But I'll just show the ridge beam and the ridge rafters right now. So I have two created. I'll open these up. There's right gable. We'll go ahead and give this a pitch. So we're going to do a 412 pitch, and it's sloped down. You can also slope this up. And what happens here is we'll go over to the let's see, the left edge, and we'll go the same pitch, and we'll slope this one down. So we're going to connect B on the left edge, and on the right edge, we're going to connect A. So you can do these fairly quickly. On this, you're going to go over here and you're going to go link up. And the reason I'm linking up is this, guys. When you create the link goes from whatever's above to below. So think vertical loading. And so if you want the rafters loading the ridge beam, which I do in this case, you would put the rafters above. If you could flush mount, if you wanted the ridge beam to load the rafters, you could also use flush mount, but you would link down through the supports on the ridge beam. So then the load would be transferring down from the ridge to the rafters. So I'm going to go to the right edge. And now I think we said A on the right edge. We'll find out real quick. So in this view, you've got the ridge beam, which is the one below. Oh, we said we were going to do it over B, so we'll move it over here. You can see that there's guardrails on here to help you keep things where you want. You can also change all this afterwards. So this is a quick setup view. Just create the link. A lot of times I don't even mess with anything. I just create the link. So there you go. It's above it. So when I go up to here, this is where the hanger is. The hanger's on the gable rafter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the support, and I'm at A. I'm going to flush mount that support. So you'll see here, and I also have the settings here where I can turn a lot of this stuff off, and then you won't see, you can see just the design. It makes it a little easier sometimes. But you can see here I've got that flush mounted and started. And I'll put back to free. And so I have the beginnings of the edge of my roof here. What I'm going to do is then, you keep what your frame of reference is. So I'm on the gable edge. I can't link the other gable to this gable. I got to go back to the ridge beam. Easiest way to do that, double click ridge beam. Now you're referencing the ridge beam. So your axis is left to right, X, Y for the ridge, not X, Y, left to right for the rafter or gable end. We're going to do the left side. So I'm going to go back down here again and go link above. And I'm going to grab my left angle. You'll see that the other one's gone. You can't link twice. In most cases, if it's linked, it will lock it out from other links. There are certain situations where you can do double links, so we'll go over those in other videos. Left gable edge here. We're going to go to B, and we want that ridge beam again over here on the end. I'm flushing it up right now. If I just created it, I could flush it up later. There's that. I'll go up to the left gable edge, and we're at the B support. So we're going to drop that into, we're at the B support, so we're going to drop that into flush mount. And what you'll see is the left and the ridge. Now, the reason you're seeing this is this isn't a full 3D view program. That's coming in the future with Connect. It's already well under development. Right now, what you're seeing, this is core, so you're going to see DMs above and below your active DM. My active DM is the roof beam, so I'm going to see the ridge beam. If I want to see my system, I switch over to the ridge beam, double click this. There you go. You can look at the end of this. You can use the camera switcher here to freeze it. I don't have it quite flush, but here's what's cool now that it's all connected. I'm on the ridge beam, so I can go make this the ridge beam, say a 2x12, and I can check and see where I'm at here. And at this point, I could go in to my individual gables, add hangers, and when I calculate this system, everything is going to calculate. I'll show you that real quick. So we're going to go to the loads. I have a roof live load on here. What I'll do is on the ridge beam, I'll add a snow load, which could be from the ASCE hazard report, but I don't have one set up right now. So I'll just put in the default snow load. That's uniform. You can see that if you turn the loads back on. Now I've got the roof live and the dead load, and I'll calculate this. So you'll see there that if anything had broken in this connected system, it would have told us. More videos to come. I hope you guys are liking StruCalc CORE and what we're doing here at StruCalc. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.